Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
All right, shalom. I'm Carmel, son of Judah, Bayn Yahudah. I've been in this way of life since I was 5 years old. My father used to go out to services on Saturdays, and he used to keep us for the entire summer. He and my mother had divorced, and he would always leave out. And my brothers and I was the middle child. My oldest brother have deceased, which he is Daniel Bayn Yahudah. But when my father would leave out, and my younger brother David is a follower of Farrakhan. He's a rebel type. He's the one that want to pick up the gun and fight the white man, do this, do that. But I stayed with Israel. Why? Because that's how I was raised. But Daddy would go out every Saturday, and we were kids, and we always wanted to be with our father. You know, instead our grandma, she took care of us. And my father told us, he said, well, if I take you all with me, you're gonna always have to be Israel. We didn't even know what he was talking about, but we got started. We would go out, and I'm talking, we would go on these long hikes, and we actually, the first rabbi or person we knew as rabbi was Divine. And we studied under Divine. There I was introduced the Aleph Bet. And for a long time I couldn't get past Tav. So that's where I was. But now I'm a Hebrew teacher. I've taught the language. A lot of my students have become rabbis, which are there over here also. I thought maybe to myself eventually I would become a rabbi. Why? I'm in the history of everything, and I want to ground myself in history. Therefore, I don't want to talk about anything that I can't bag up on a scholarly level. And you should not talk about anything that you don't know about, especially if you're Israel. And that's one that I've always wanted to do. And when I got in a point in time of my life, I got married, even though I'm divorced now, but it was time for me to turn my family to Israel, and including my wife at the time. And I remember years ago, I came home and I bought a book. The name of the book is You Take Jesus and I'll Take God. And I remember leaving that book on my kitchen counter, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into this book, like get me a sandwich, I'm gonna get busy. But I couldn't find the book for like a month. Next thing you know, I found out my wife had the book. She's been studying, and all of a sudden, when she finished the book, she came with all of these questions. And I'm like, wow, let me call my Abba. Because she was asking some questions that was over my head. And like I said, I didn't get a chance to read the book. And therefore, some of these questions I wasn't able to answer, which is the reason why I called my father. And my father sat down with her and answered her questions. Then that's when she told me and my father that our God is her God. And even though we separated, we outgrew each other, I still had love for her. Not trying to get her back anything, but she is the mother of my children. She became Israel also. And I always knew I was on the right path. Anybody that come into this way of life and leave didn't learn anything. Let me say that up front. Because this is not a way of life you leave. Okay? Again, I've been in this way of life since I was 5. My teacher, My history teacher, which is known Moreh Bowie, who come from the righteous branch of Africa, Hebrew Africans, which is Rabbah, named me, and he changed my name from to Carmel. I'm named after the archangel, Carmel, the Prince of Strength and Courage.
So, you said your teacher was
Moreh Bowie.
Okay, was he related to Eliyahu Bowie?
He's Eliyahu Bowie. Kane. That was one of my teachers also before he passed. Kane.
So he was Moreh Bowie's
son. Eliyahu is the father of Moreh Bowie. Kane. Yeah, and he gave me my name, Carmel, and I've been strong in Israel ever since. Even though I don't wear it, but I carry the symbol with me all the time. And the thing that I strive for, mainly, I think one of the most profound questions asked on the internet, well, who's the God that we served and prayed to back when we were in the land, back before we come into this country? I'm not going to answer that for you. You need to answer it. Okay, because I know who that is. Okay? That was the most profound question ever put to me. I knew the answer, and you need to find out who it is if you don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know Rabbi Cherry?
Rabbi Cherry? No, I don't.
Okay.
What camp is he out of?
Okay, I think he was in on the East Coast.
Out of New York?
No, he was down in
Philadelphia?
No, down Philly's kind of north, but he was down south, like
Florida.
Yeah, not that far down. But
okay.
No, I don't think I had the pleasure.
That's another Hebrew movement.
Okay. No, I don't think I know those brothers, but I hope I get to meet my brothers. I love Israel. I love I love my people. The thing that I strive for is to be Yeshurun. And that's the name we never got. And I believe the Creator is going to place upon us one day that we will become a kingdom of priests. And with that, I say shalom.